BagFuel, baby.
G-Dep.
What's happening? What's happening?
G the deputy.
Huh? What's good?
Your man Coin, right, is talking about how when we spoke with Lord Jamar, he said it's time, especially for older dudes, to retire. Pause. It's like we don't need to play that game anymore. Especially, he went in very in depth about it. No pun intended, but
You all agree?
But you know, you from Uptown.
Yeah.
That's a thing over there too.
Yeah.
Can Pauls be retired?
I mean, I agree.
You agree?
I don't play it like that. Like,
Wow.
I play it when it's like fun.
Yeah, of course.
It's funny sometimes. You know what I mean? But a lot of times I'm just like, you know, I just let it go. You know what I mean? I'll say something crazy and I just keep it moving. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's more so like when you say stuff in public that you wanna pause, because people just take stuff and just like, you know what I'm saying?
No, of course.
But like if it's me and you, we just kick it. I'm not doing that, man. Pause. Sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying?
If it's well placed, no pun intended. Pause.
It's funny.
Because Cam and Mace, they ain't letting it retire. They're like, no, we're going to keep it going.
Hey, keep it going.
Why not? They got the platform to keep it going.
Absolutely.
That's what they think. What does Black Rob mean to you, Dep?
Yeah, man. B.R.
Yara, man. That's my bro, man. He was now that I see what he was, man. He was just like like God in the flesh, like, you know what I'm saying? God in the human experience, like, you know what I'm saying? The dude came through and just like, you know, just put me in position, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, brothers don't even do that, like, you know what I mean? And then just who he was, man. He was just a big hearted dude, man. You know, and you know, sometimes it was almost unbelievable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, is this like, you know what I mean? Is he really like this real? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the dude, you know, he had a way about him, and you know how somebody stand the test of time?
Yeah.
And he stood the test of time, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, wow, that really was what it was, you know?
Because everybody that love him, D-Dot had been on our show. D-Dot forced that other project out with Black Rob on it. It meant a lot. It meant a lot to him. Everybody talks to him in high regards. Why do you think, why do you think it took him so long to get his just due? And I'm asking you that because when he got his just due, he made sure that you got on too.
Copy. Copy. I mean, I think it just had a lot to do with just the environment of hip hop at the time. You know what I'm saying? He was around when, you know, hip hop was, you know, you had to be like, you know, you just, you know, it was a real competitive,
tough
sport at that time, especially, you know. So it just took him a minute, you know what I mean, for people to get a load of what he had going on. You know what I'm saying?
Where was you at when Whoa came out?
Damn, when Whoa came out, we was running around, man, shaking it down, like, you know, probably, you know what I'm saying, in Miami somewhere, but like, you know, but we was in the thick of it, man.
Because you got to understand how the timeline is. You got Whoa, and then you got the song with you.
Make this money.
Yeah, take this. Probably. Then Special Delivery. Like, you got so much going on, and it's like, so sometimes people want to understand the timeline. That's why I'm asking, even though that's so many years ago. I just remember Whoa playing on the K-Slay mixtape.
It seemed like back to back to back.
Was it really even like though that? There's gaps.
It was, but it was more so like, you know, we all, Bad Boy, everybody that was there was kind of rallying, you know, for Black Rob. You know what I mean? At that, you know.
Was that because, let's talk some real shit. Was that because that's all Bad Boy had at that time? Because the second wave of Bad Boy is like, y'all saved it.
All right. Yeah, when y'all came gone, Big had died.
When Whoa came on, I'm going to say this, we thought Puffy was cooling down musically.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you know, Bad Boy still had an electricity there, though. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you did. You know, they did. Hell
so
yeah.
dudes was just like, yo, we gotta just make we got the platform. We just need the product. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Black Rob was the dude. Like, everybody was like Black Rob. You know what I mean? So it was like, okay, you know, once he came with the Whoa joint, it was like, you know, solidified. He had the I Dare You and all of that.
I Dare You.
Diamond Spacio.
Yeah, Diamond Spacio.
Oh,
he had
man.
You Don't Know Me.
You Don't Know Me.
So we had the album. Everybody had the album in Bad Boy, you know? But it was like, yo, Rob, you need one more. You had these for a while. You need one more.
And that Whoa came up.
And then he wrote the Whoa. And it was over. They said, yo, we putting the album out. I remember that. He was like, yo, Deb, this is go, green light.
You was in the studio for that when he made it? Or
yeah. Well, when he came up with the idea, he called us and was like, yo, I need y'all to all come to the studio. This is my hit. I'm telling you, this is my one. He knew. He was like, yo, this is my one.
Shout out to Buck Wild.
Shout out to Buck Wild.
Buck Wild.
We just had Buck Wild on.
Yeah,
we had Buck on.
Did he say Jay-Z turned down that beat too?
Jay-Z
turned down the beat.
Right on the show.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So the electricity is around Bad Boy this time. You got records out. You know what I'm saying? You part of records. You part of the vibe.
Right.
Because regardless of if Black Rob is there, you are now part of the vibe, and your pause. You're coming after that.
You're not an accessory.
Right? What was you feeling like?
Man, I just was feeling like I had to make that, you know, I had to earn my keep, you know? Like
you was feeling pressure?
I mean, it was just more so like I felt like I needed to find what I needed to find. You know what I mean? It wasn't really a pressure. It was just more like a passion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I knew I had to do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like it was, you know, that was.
I mean, you being from Uptown, what's it like? Because you, Rob, and Diddy really put the Harlem Shake on the map. Eve too. Eve gave the introduction.
Eve was a part of it. Yes, she not from there. We gotta give Eve a credit.
Yeah, she put. Yeah, so but y'all took it to another level with that video. Did y'all understood what was happening? The black and white and everything. That was just opulent, even for what it was at that. Even in today's time, that's still opulent shit.
Copy. I mean, you know, Puff at that time. You know, that's when I realized, you know, what I was dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Because like when I thought, you know, I was just like, all right, we shooting a video, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, yo, listen, you know, we got some auditions for these kids. They gonna come through. They do this new dance they got called the Harlem Shake. I was like, word?
Really?
Like I didn't know really nothing about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, look, you know, I think that, you know, we gotta take this over the top. We gotta have like a little dance or something. Something, I mean, a little craze, turn it into a craze, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I seen that, you know, dudes was like, I seen how
that shit comes to life and all that.
Like dudes actually, it's not just making a video.
They putting that shit together.
Right.
So that was your first time ever seeing the Harlem Shake at that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I never, you know, I never really knew nothing about. I wasn't, you know, I was into rhyming and, you know what I mean?
Yeah, street nigga shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't even really into dances and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I was a two-step dude. 1, 2, you know, little groove.
I think we all two-step.
Everybody. I was a groover. Yeah.
If you dancing too much, we was looking at niggas like,
what's up with this dude?
You got a whole coordination going
you
on.
going crazy.
It's different in Brooklyn. That's the thing, though. Everybody's coordinate because all the Caribbean dudes, the Jamaicans,
y'all niggas be dancing. Y'all niggas be dancing.
So the Harlem Shake came. Brooklyn niggas was like, oh my god, that should be our shit, yo. Yes, nigga.
That's crazy.
I'm just keeping
it's
it
all
real.
good, man. It's everybody's now.
No, it's universal now.
It's all good, man. You know what I mean?
What did it feel like when you got your release date?
Oh man, it was like a dream. I could still feel it just saying that, just you saying that. You know what I mean? It gave me a certain feeling in my heart. Like it was like a relief, of course, but it was also like kind of like it felt like completion or some type of thing. Like, you know what I mean? I can't really explain it. It was like a kind of like a dream. You know what I mean?
You made it to the end type of shit.
Like, you know, you really never really make it to the end of anything without you not being here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, it felt like I made it to the end of something. Like, you know what I mean?
What goes into your mind? Like, all right, so you're doing the bid. What goes into your mind when you get the date? Because the date's not right away. Between when you get the date to when you go home, what's happening in that area right there?
See, and that's the thing. That was one of the things that I was like, yo, here we go. You know what I mean? Even when I got the date, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, well, I got a whole month. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't cracking the gates right now.
Okay.
And it is weird because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did all that time and I still was like, well, it's, you know, I still wasn't excited because it wasn't the day I was going home. Like, you know what I mean? They told me on, I think it was probably like March, March like maybe 28th that I made parole. Boom. I seen the paper. It said 4/29 you'll be going home. So April 29th. So I'm like, wow. So on my way back walking, I realized how
30 days.
Not happy I was. Like I still wasn't really like, yay, like you know what I'm saying? I was still like, yo, I gotta wait 30 more days.
So did you feel like you was gonna fuck it up? Because sometimes I don't know jail life, but they've said when a dude's close to getting home, other prisoners fuck with them to extend their shit. Is that a myth or that really?
I mean, nah. I mean, you know, not really, man.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, you know, if you the type of dude that try to hide it, like if I mess with you and we went through the whole, you know what I'm saying? We went through the whole bit together. Yo, bro, I'm going to parole next week. Yo, word. That's a fact. Yo, much success, bro. Yo, God bless you. I wish you well. And then when you make parole, you all quiet. You don't say nothing. Dudes is like,
niggas coming front though.
The whole time. That ain't our man.
I heard you made parole. Like you ain't gotta like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So you had to, you know, you definitely just chop it up with everybody you normally chop it up with. Like, bro, I made the board, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna go around with the billboard like, yo, I made parole.
Yeah, I'm out.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody you see, you know, then you become like an idiot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, dog, that's when it might be a problem.
Jam you
know
up.
what I'm saying? Yeah, like you running around broadcasting. I got 10 more years to be in here. You talk about
you leaving in 30 days.
Yeah, you tell me, like talk to who you talk to. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's really about it.
What do you think Puff is going through? Because you're one of the few people that can really give a detailed understanding to being an artist, being famous, to being locked up, the whole process. What do you think he's going through that you can speak to from your perspective?
Man, I can't imagine.
That's what I say. I can't
You
imagine.
can't. That's an ill answer, man.
Yeah, because
you went through it.
I was who I was, but he's who he is. Like,
so everything is times 100.
Yeah,
he's like, top 5 in the world. Nigga.
Yeah, like come on,
he's top 5 in the world.
Like, I can't even imagine like how they're treating him, like what he's doing, like you know what I'm saying. Like I don't know.
How was you being treated though?
I mean, as far as like you know, in jail, you know, people are regular people, like you know what I'm saying. So they'll treat you, you know, sometimes they'll look out, you know, extra food or extra like, and that's just on the small levels, you know what I'm saying. Like if it's people that done, you know, minor things or they just heard of you, but like somebody like him that's just like a prominent figure in our culture, like you know what I'm saying. So I don't know what they doing in there, like you know, they probably like don't even allow certain officers to even be around him. You know what I'm saying? That's like, so I don't even know. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
was you ever on the 23 and 1?
A couple of times.
How did you get through that?
I mean,
because that's mental. That's a different mental.
I mean,
strength.
Yeah.
You make it seem like.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, because a lot of it is what it is. Like you know, your time is ticking. You know what I mean? So then, you know, there's that, you know what I mean? And then, you know, if you got good, you know, recreation in your cell, you know, you get by.
The time goes real fast.
Time goes, you know, so sometimes you need that actually, like, you know what I mean? Because it's like
to get away from everybody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you're walking around, you're dealing with these personalities
every fucking day,
constantly the same one that you know what I mean? So you be like, you know what? Like maybe I need this little sit down, you know what I'm saying? And then,
was you writing in there, bro? Was you ever thinking about music in there?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I was in there so long that, you know, I went through stages. At first, I was, you know, not writing, you know.
That makes sense.
Yeah, then at first, you know, after a while, I came around and, you know. But I ain't gonna lie, I always, you know, stayed attuned to, like, the music, like, what was actually dudes was, like, listening to and, you know, the beat, you know, we had TVs. So you know,
of course you can see videos.
Y'all got the tablets now too.
Yeah, and that came later. But when I first got locked up, we just had the TV. So you know, tuned in to 106 in Park when it was still on. You know, I was, you know, I stayed abreast to what was going on.
I mean, you were one of the last people to be around Puff. Did you know that he might go in? Because people were saying he was aware that it was gonna go down, and we seen y'all together. It was great camaraderie, great brotherhood. Did he ask you for advice, like, "Yo, this might happen"? That anything I need to do to be prepared for?
Nah,
or it was just brotherhood then.
Yeah.
I think it was more about him being home, probably.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, he just pulled up, like, you know what I mean. I couldn't say when I rewind the tape, like he didn't seem like, you know, he was about to go get locked up or anything.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
What did you feel like when you heard Wayne do your special delivery over?
Oh, damn. I was like, yo, Wayne, what happened, man? Nah, I was just, I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was like, yo, damn, like, how does that, you know, dudes, you know, of course, dudes ran down on me. Yo, bro, like, you heard Lil Wayne on your joint? Like, I'm like, word. I said, you know. So when I heard it, I was like, damn, why would they make a single off of, like, a single? Like, you know what I mean? So it took me a minute to really kind of dissect what was, you know what I'm saying, what was happening there, you know what I mean? And I was just, then after a while, I was like, nah, that's kind of dope, you know what I mean? Because now, you know, I was looking at it like the dude, you know, actually, you know, took the time to get on one of my joints. So I was like, wow, that was like kind of honor. I was an honor for him to be on it.
Okay.
So,
but how did you feel about it after that? Like, what your first reaction to feeling, not what you thought about the record, but how did, like, damn, like, was it positivity or was it negativity?
I mean, at first it was kind of negative. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, damn, like I felt like brothers was just like, you know, just doing, you know, whatever they wanted to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was my thing. Like, yo, you know, that's like I said, like I felt like, yo, damn, how you take a person's whole single and make it a single of your, you know what I mean? So I was just like, damn. But then, you know, I really heard it and I was like, first of all, it's not the beat. You know what I mean? They changed it.
They changed
it
a little bit.
Yeah, they changed it. Like they did a whole like kind of revamp of it. And like dudes was like, yo, did you get paid for it and all that? I was like, you know, first of all, I didn't make the beat. You know, second of all, even the producer probably didn't get paid for it because they did the beat over. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just that's what I'm saying. After a while, I was like, actually, that's it. You know, the song is 20 years old. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I gotta expect people to do that. You know what I'm saying? But my first reaction was like, yo, you know, the ego kicked in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Of course,
like,
you a rapper, nigga. That's why
it's
I asked you.
competition.
Rappers look at shit differently. See, I thought it was dope because on my end, I'm like, it's keeping G-Dep name alive.
Yeah. And
period. Right? Because even if the young kids don't know that that's from Depp, I know it's from Depp. Now I'm remembering where that record put me. That record is dope. I remember that record now.
Copy.
So if Depp come out and do some shit like everybody's getting booked to do their own shows and all shit, I soon should be seeing G-Depp doing special delivery around the country and different shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think it leads to Lil Wayne doing the record and bringing G-Depp out and different things that it leaves a lot of possibilities to put you in a place that I feel like you wouldn't have been able to been in if somebody of a major stature didn't go on and jack the beat.
Exactly. And I felt like that after a while. I was like, well, damn, the song been out for a minute. This is a blessing. Like, you know what I mean? It was on all kind of movies and all that. I'm like, yo, they just brought the song back. Like, you know? So I mean, we did another joint. We did a joint kind of you know, kind of like, you know, just to continue that whole wave of that song. The joint called Depp Raw.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Probably send it over to y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's over that beat.
Oh, all right.
Kind of did it over. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know, this joint. You know, it's you can check it out.
No,
and that producer better, if they use that, you better have got you some money, bro. Because even if they played it over, you still get interpolation money. And now they say that's sampling, so you should get you some bread, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a sample anyway, though.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I mean. I know they found out. They found out who did it.
Oh, they redid the sample,
redid the whole
original.
thing.
You know
what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, probably nobody.
They go to play.
Yeah.
But what was the adjustment like for you getting out? You know, we've been sitting down with a lot of people who've gotten out, and certain things are shocking to them. What was shocking to you?
A lot of, most thing that was the most thing that was shocking to me was like just like I always say, man, it's just the technology.
Yeah, technology, of course.
How things change, I see like just everything is.
You hate that shit, don't you?
What, technology?
Yeah, you hate that shit, don't you?
Nah, I'm not really mad.
You embracing it?
Yeah, I'm embracing it, man. Because
I hate that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. Like you like everything seems like it's like on steroids now. You know what I mean? But you can utilize a lot of this stuff. Like it's entertaining. And it's like wow. I think you could figure out a way to use this to your advantage.
I mean, we're using it to our advantage. Technology, you've blessed me. I wouldn't be here without you. But as far as learning it and taking it forward, I am super duper trash depth. I'm like getting things that I'll be like, yo, Hynaken, can you download this and do this and send it to me? Yeah. Like, I'm one of them niggas. Like, I'm terrible with that shit. I'm more of a one-on-one. I work with people, hands-on, pause. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what about the cars? Because that's one thing a lot of dudes who spend a lot of hard time, they're like, the cars just fuck with me seeing how different they look.
Yeah, it is ill now. You can see like a Hyundai that just look like a Lex, like, you know what I'm saying?
Kia came up.
Kia came up. That's a fact. Kia's is fire. Bugatti, them joints be looking like, I seen a joint the other day. It looked like a Bugatti or something. Like, I was like, I looked. That joint was like a Kia. A Kia.
Dep like
a
Kia Sorrento or some stupid shit
I was
like that.
Yo, what? I said, yo, so they figured it out. It was like, yo, look, we just give them the body.
No, they got bought by somebody. Who bought Kia?
I forgot.
It's a major company like maybe Benz or Beam or somebody saw them. They bought them, and then you know what I mean.
That makes sense.
He said
and they got $1 down on the technology. I ain't gonna lie, man.
$1 down on what exactly?
Because like this, for instance, right? I seen a joint on the TV the other day talking about the new flying car. They finally made it. And they showed it. It's basically a helicopter. It's not a flying car. It's a helicopter with wheels. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a flying car, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, don't fool me with the word semantics. You made a helicopter
smaller with wheels.
Smaller, and you put wheels on it and say, yo, it's a flying car.
You wouldn't rock with that?
I mean, it's dope, the idea of it, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's kind of whack the way they putting it together.
Yeah, like
you got to start somewhere.
Make the car fly. Make the shit go under the car. Exactly. A fan or something.
Exactly.
Take the car
like,
and look like hovercraft.
But you know why we don't have flying cars? They haven't figured out a way to monopolize the airspace. The airspace, because
right, I agree.
Highways were created because of the cars, or no, the cars were they had the plan for the highways long time ago to connect them, to get the money, to get the tolls and everything, but they haven't figured out how to keep the airspace going and how they're gonna tax niggas. Because now you can just fly over and not pay no toll. So they want to. It's almost like Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
you got to pay for Wi-Fi to get faster speed. Let our shit run.
Yeah, let our shit run.
Yeah, man. So they Depp want to fly through Jersey real quick over to G-Dub. $30 tax.
Yeah.
But they can do it, and I want to know if I can get some type of like
compensation
for my intellectual property here. You know what I'm saying? But since it's on a forum, this might be binding right here.
Yes.
What they can do is kind of like make a certain gas that only takes you a certain, you know what I mean? Like certain, and you gotta buy that. That's how they can tax dudes, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like a certain fuel.
That's an easy way to tax them.
Pardon the pun. BagFuel, a certain BagFuel that
My man's
you know what I
bars
mean? I
is
don't
still
know.
sharp.
Nah, you can't make a different gas like diesel for the trucks.
Yeah, like
But the gas would allow you to go to Jersey instead.
Nah, it's more expensive.
They got that already though.
What?
Oh well.
For the planes?
Oh no, you mean for the planes or for cars?
For the car,
For the
no,
cars
for the car,
only,
for
like,
the flying car.
The flying cars only, like, you
like
only
if they
can
trying
get,
to find a way to monetize it, he said the first way and the simplest way to monetize is just charge, make the gas just more expensive. Do
Or
it through the
just
fuel.
Yeah,
the
just
problem
a certain
with
way.
creating the space. That's
Yeah, the space is an issue too, though.
the
Like,
problem
how
is
they-
when we was in Cali, right? There was times we were all separated. So we had rented a Tesla, but he was in the BMW. So every time to go charge these effing Teslas, Deb, you talking about they had to create casinos so you could eat up time. So now all the shooters is now waiting to rob niggas. Because you gotta wait 30 to 40 minutes to charge your shit up.
Yo,
and then the space to have them, it's not, so now you gotta create, because then how you gonna land them to go into the gas station? So you gotta create new gas. It's not impossible.
Right, but it's gonna take a minute.
It's gonna, they just got to figure out the logistics and the money. And if big money's
it's going
involved,
to create too much accidents, bro. Motherfuckers, you got to get a flying license, nigga.
Yeah.
You got to get trained, get to
the
drive flying car,
then the
nigga.
planes are right.
Yeah, come on, my nigga.
And then you got to stay above
They need to let
certain...
the planes do that and the cars do what they do.
a fact.
They want to talk about it.
And that might be another thing. It might not, you know, it might want to cut it to the FAA money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, they got all that other type of shit.
You know a lot of shit. All these logos and alphabets and acronyms. You into a lot of shit. No, I liked it. We like this shit.
That's him. That's his way.
Yeah, I'm into all that shit. I'm like, FDA, FA, okay.
You know it's all about the bottom line type of thing.
Yeah, big corporations, man.
So they probably they probably the ones dialing the whole thing.
How about
down.
this? You know, we got like genetically modified chicken nuggets and all of that, right? So this one guy, Esso, he got arrested for modifying sheeps. He picked one sheep out from somewhere in Europe and mixed it with some type of donkey. I'm fucking it up, and created a whole new breed so niggas in Montana can hunt. Yeah, so he'd be like, yeah. So he
eat it?
Yes. And then the FDA was like, no, that's illegal because he got it over across seas and all of that. And they're like, yo, but bro, y'all make fake chicken nuggets.
Whoa. But
they make fake everything.
Right?
They make fake watermelon.
Yeah,
everything.
They make it fake everything.
Yeah,
everything be cloned, bro.
Yeah, and they passed the law that you could clone stuff now.
You could clone it. So yeah, so it's like the watermelon seed, the regular black seed watermelon.
It's
in
impossible
New York
to
City
find.
is like the biggest thing to get in the world because we love watermelon and that's the real one.
If you can get that, you can get wild vegan bitches.
They $25 a watermelon, yo, bro.
Yeah.
If you got watermelons in New York City in summertime, you a star.
Yeah, you the cocaine. Yes,
you a star.
Dep like I came home from jail.
You a star.
What the fuck?
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
That's the business. You a star, and you an uptown nigga, and that's where they are. That's
majority
where they rule.
sells in uptown.
So I know niggas would love to be in business with G Dep, just coming home in the watermelon business.
G Dep watermelon.
They go
y'all
owe me money. G Dep. They on every corner, nigga.
In Harlem.
They on 145th in Lenox with the tent.
Yeah.
They on 130. What is that with the Spanish spotters? That might be 138th on the corner. Then they got the one down by the McDonald's on Lenox. Then they got the nigga on 5th Avenue and 135th Street before you get on the ramp with the watermelons.
Yeah.
They got the whole shit on lock. They got the truck coming in crazy. He know. They got the same niggas in Harlem is the same niggas in Brooklyn.
Yes.
It's the same niggas in Queens.
Yeah.
They got the whole shit on lock with seeded watermelon.
The only chicks that's going to accept watermelons with no seeds is the snow bunnies.
Yep, snow bunnies.
They'll be, I'm cool on that.
You good with the snow bunnies?
Yes.
Yo,
the black girls is like, oh my God, this isn't real, Dep. Like, get that out.
Get out of here. No pussy for you tonight.
Again.
Yes.
Like, wow.
Get that out of here, bro.
Yes.
You trying to play me with the clone watermelon, bro?
That's crazy.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
But they, they're supposed to tell you that it's clone though. That's the law.
Yeah,
they use coded language.
Yeah, but it's a code like 9. If 9 is it's some stupid ass code that's telling you.
Yeah, like McDonald's
ain't no sign, nigga.
Because it's not chicken nuggets. They just say McNuggets. Peep the language.
Word.
Yes. So if it's genetically modified, they flip the lingo.
Yeah, they don't say chicken McNuggets no more. They just say McNuggets.
Yeah,
right.
like
they
if
don't
you
call
eat
it a hamburger, they just call it a
burger.
Big Mac.
yes,
a Big Mac.
Big Mac.
Damn. I'm not eating nothing no more if it ain't called what it's called.
Yo,
That's like, what did I come home
yo,
to?
I don't even eat fast food. That's my word. They even got plastic in Chick-fil-A chicken.
Yeah.
Three meals in Chick-fil-A got plastic in it, bro.
In it?
Yeah.
In it.
Think about it. We used to eat plastic Chinese food. The Chinese rice was plastic.
Yeah, that plastic.
You can, if you go to high-end Chinese restaurants and you go back to hood, you can taste the plastic.
Damn.
Should be modified.
Yeah, it's so refined. You like, this shit tastes like plastic.
Niggas minds be fucked up. I'm gonna ask a real question, but this is some other shit. The meat in Harlem, the steak, the chicken, the veal, the lamb chops, that's the worst meat that they could find in the city.
Man.
Is what they're going, and on top of it, they charge you more.
Yeah.
So you already feeding the people that's living fucked up the worst food at a more expensive price.
Like, damn.
Like the people that can leave the hood go downtown. You go to Chinatown to go get your fruit if you're not lazy. But how many times can you go to Chinatown if you buy two bushels of grapes in a black home? Them shits is gone in a day.
Yeah. It's over.
Finished, nigga. What are you talking about?
Dudes are so hungry from eating all this modified stuff.
Exactly.
You say something real, you be like,
Oh
damn.
my
Give me
God.
more. Your body like, oh, I like this.
Your body react to that shit. You start feeling better. Your endorphins and all type
You're
of
not
shit be going wild.
sluggish. None of that.
Right.
Word. But on a whole nother tip, I could talk about that shit forever.
we have fun with this.
Now, this is the world we live in now, though, man.
Absolutely.
It's wild.
nasty. Huh?
On the music tip, right? Is there anything in the music business that you would do now that you have all this knowledge besides rapping?
I mean, it's a lot of other things you can do now, you know, especially with a lot of this internet, you know, stuff, and you know. But I mean, that's just what I do as a rapper or rap artist, you know what I'm saying? But it is other things that you can do, you know.
Has anybody approached you to do a movie on your life? Because it's so intricate, like from your music career, your street life, the jail life, the way you tell our book. I think that's, especially with everything that's happening with Puff now, I'm not saying you need to capitalize on him going away, but the diesel fuel is up. You understand?
And you know Charles Suit works with, what's that? Is that
Simon & Schuster?
You remember
that
Charles Suit?
Yeah.
Charles Suit got a book deal with Simon & Schuster. He could give you a deal
just
for your book.
Even the story you told about when you had to confess and taking the gentleman's life, even I was like, yo, your ability to have recollection, I feel like every part of your life has a deep meaning to you. So translating that in an audio book, in a movie, you know, I think that's
money. It's just other ways to really capitalize
on your IP.
Money. I see now that you know it's a lot of different ways, you know, brand that you can, like, you know, boost your brand endorsements, and, you know, all of these, you know, co-signing and like you said, you know, books and movies, all that, you know, all the media outlets, you know, if you really
they're craving for it.
Yeah, heck yeah. Well, I wrote a book called and you know, we actually looking for a home for it. Joint called Memoirs of a Credible Messenger. You know, the Travell G. Depp Coleman story. So we're gonna send y'all the artwork for it. So maybe if you know.
Aside from Charles Sue, Charlemagne also publishes books. He has a book publishing company. He watches these episodes we do, so that could be something.
Did you do the Breakfast Club?
Nah, I didn't get a chance to get on there yet. Hopefully we get there soon. Chop it up with Charlemagne. That's my guy. I ain't seen him since I've been home. You know what I mean? And then forever before that. You know what I mean? So, you know, he was definitely like somebody that kind of, you know, always encouraged me, like when I first, you know, came out. You know I mean?
Yeah, I mean, where did you get not the mental strength? Because I've always said in this culture, man, everybody loves a guy who puts the work in on the street level. and you took it and you were like, man, I can't, I gotta go in. And most people would take that to the grave with them, obviously, because the courage to say, I'm gonna eat this time is just different, man. Like,
well, man, I you know, praise the Creator, man. A lot of it was I mean, all of it was spirit. It didn't have anything to do with like, you know. I tell brothers, man, people that ask it, you know, most of the time they say, "Yo, you had a lot of heart to do that." You know,
dog,
it's really it was.
yes.
I was scared to do that, of course.
What? I mean,
You know?
obviously,
right? You know, I knew what could happen. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it was just faith. It was spirit. You know what I mean?
Has doing the time help alleviate that pain and that guilt? Or
in a way, it you know, it kind of just, you know, I think we're wired as, you know I could say speak for myself. I think, you know when you do something, you know, once you kind of like, you know, make accomplish for it, like, you know what I'm saying. Once you you know, you kind of, it's like a balance kind of thing. You know what I mean?
You're paying the toll.
Yeah, like my eye in a way, like, you know what I mean? It kind of everything balances out in the universe. We all know that. So it's you know, once you balance it out, you know, you kind of, then you can kind of navigate.
Do you feel now comfortable about the success you had before? Now, like, you feel like, because I'm just hearing how you speak and watching your confession, because I didn't look for it. It just, somebody played it on another channel and they just broke it down in a positive way of like how he thinks about the world. So me thinking how conscious you are, if I'm in your shoes and I'm projecting, I'm like, man, I got this on my mind. Do I really deserve all this success I'm getting? You're on national television before the internet. You have hit records, not one, not two, three. You dig what I'm saying? You're on the biggest label, the biggest art form. I don't know how you mentally are still, because if you're dealing with it, then you're dealing with it before, if I'm to assume.
Right, and it became more so an issue when I you know, started really getting, you know, accolades and, you know what I mean? Because now you really feel like, yo, like, this is a blessing. You know what I mean? Like, how can you know, participate in such a blessing, knowing
that's real, man.
You're a real nigga, man.
You're a real nigga for that. Real man for that.
That's a real
like we can glorify everything else, but that right there is top tier, man.
Nah, you different, bro. So like it's people like you that understand what life is about. You know, it's called accountability. And I don't know too many people, and we ask everybody in this world. I feel like I'm accountable. I definitely can do better.
Yeah,
being accountable
that's what you
for
showing
what
us.
I got going on, because what you did is maxed out on accountability. You the type of nigga I could roll with you anywhere. I'm good. Cause he know what he doing. He accountable for what he doing. I'm accountable for what I do.
Man.
I'm gonna ride out with this nigga. I can ride out with a nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I saw, and that's what I feel, and that's what I hear. Because life, nobody know what they gonna do when that life circumstance faces them, bro. They always talk about it
on multiple levels.
I'm talking about on defense. I'm talking about in confession. I'm talking about facing the music business at that time was the dirtiest shit in the world. So we ain't even get to like him just navigating like
the fuckery
just in music, like taking your talent from the hood to Hollywood fast.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And like you said, the era y'all came in, you had to be tough.
Mentally, physically, physically, and emotionally. Because if you wasn't at that time, you had a loophole.
Because people are now just hearing everything about Puff, but we knew how Puff was rolling in terms of muscle. Like people are like, oh, that the dancing nigga, he ain't about. I'm like, bro, That's just like with Wu-Tang, just like with G-Unit, Death Row. It was like, there's consequences if you go against that. You dig what I'm saying? People wouldn't know.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely was dealing with, you know, industry with, you know, we was dealing with a lot of bass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, impulses. But at the end, that's why I didn't really think about it. Like, that's why I could say, like, it wasn't a thought. Like, I couldn't say, yeah, I'm gonna do this because I'm supposed to take accountability of what you know what I mean? Like, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Like, yo,
we older now. We can reflect differently.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, no, but and that's what actually, in actuality, it became. You know what I mean? But I just knew that I did something, and you know, I was just gonna straighten it out. You know what I mean? And that was the only way I knew to straighten it out. You know?
Yeah, because when you did that, the one thing they always talk about is the bad boy curse, and they were just like, "Look at this. Rob is gone, Craig, and now Depp is confessing." Is that really a thing, or it's just circumstance, man?
I mean, I tell everybody, man, it's not. It's like dudes say, you know, it was Bad Boy. Bad Boy was just more, you know, it was publicized.
Spotlight.
You know, yeah, we had the spotlight, you know, so, you know, you'll pay attention more so that something happens to somebody. Like, you know
so like if they put a spotlight on Motown, you'd be like, it ain't no different.
Oh, dudes? Yeah. Like, yo, dude, that's crazy.
You're right. You're right.
That's a fact.
You're right.
Where's the artist that was on, like, you know, raucous records?
You're right.
You know what I mean? Like,
you're right.
It's like mad labels that you could say that about.
Yeah, that's true.
So they just pouring diesel fuel from. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, but that's the way of the world, man.
Right.
That's what we all face. You know what I'm saying? Depp has faced it. We faced it on our level. Yeah. That's just what it's about. If you want to be in this entertainment world, like if you want to fuck the entertainment, you want to get some money.
Yeah.
In any situation where you want to get some money.
Facts.
Those things are gonna occur. You know what I'm saying?
They did it to Jesus, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
what's some wild moments you had with Rob, man? Because listening to the lyrics when he said, "I almost saying fucking a Latin King's queen," I was like, "Oh, he did that shit."
Yeah, that was actually a real story too. That was actually a real story. He almost got in some like real bad stuff, man. Locked up. He was locked up. You know.
Yeah, and the Latin Kings tried to come after him while he was locked up.
Nah, it was just one of the. I think one of them was like feeling one of their girls was feeling him.
I got
like, they wasn't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Tried to get at him or something, but I think it blew over. Pause. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But yeah, that really did happen to him though. When I was locked up, people told me about it too. Like, yeah, man, yo, that was real. Like, I was with him. Man. Yeah, man. I mean, I had so many wild. He was a wild boy.
Anything that stands out?
He was a party animal.
Yeah. So, he was? Yeah. I didn't know that.
I'm talking about what? I'm talking about 5 in the morning. You know how many times we was 6 in the morning and after hour spots. Just, yo, Dap, yo. And then we take it down. We go home. And we just get back up at like 3 in the afternoon and do it all over again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like so much stuff we used to do. Like
living a rock star life.
Yeah,
man.
We was definitely. I mean, that's what we did. So we didn't really have to worry about anything else. So
within the rock star life, within your music life, what's something that you would have done differently?
I think I would have just. I would have thought about the future more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's hard when you're young.
Yeah, when you're young. And I think about it now, like I would, you can't even see the forest from the trees.
Not at all.
Like, I have no idea. Like I personally thought I was gonna die every day.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like that was just how I looked at things. Like, yo, like, I'm gonna, who knows. Like that was just my outlook on life. Like, you know what I mean? Like I could die today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I didn't even think about,
the future.
5 years, 10 years.
We always suffering through fucking mental health the whole time, and nobody was even knowing.
Didn't even know.
Niggas had no idea what the fuck that shit was, bro. Trauma.
Yeah.
What? You a bitch.
Yeah, that's it. Like,
what? On each other.
You in therapy?
Nigga, your mom's is on crack, nigga. Pull your skirt up, bro.
Word. Figure it out,
bro.
Word.
You still gotta get money. You still gotta fuck these hoes.
Right.
We still got shit we gotta do.
Hit records.
What we doing, nigga? Stop crying about that shit, nigga. And you be like, what?
Dudes is straight traumatized. Like, what? And like you said, you'll just go with the flow and not even realize you suppressing all of this stuff, man. What kind of monster do you become?
I mean, what's our outlet to release that? That's the one thing. Is it just us talking?
Education, though. Education. If you educate yourself on it, you know, if we was to realize what was our, like, if you want to use the example of our moms being a crackhead, or like if you understood, if you took the time to understand why she was on crack, where did crack even come from, or just, you know, what were her issues, like, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe niggas slipped it on her. She didn't know what she was doing.
Or like what, like she might have had some issues when she was younger, like, you know what I mean? You just you know, dudes really, I think that's the biggest key when you learn about something.
But black people don't read.
Yeah,
that was the main thing. Now I think we read it more nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Now they read Instagram captions,
and they put the headphones on, and they have the books read
the audio books. But if you could clone any rapper that's going right now, who would you? Because we just talked about cloning. I just thought about that. Aside from yourself, a younger version is yours, but you know,
I ain't gonna lie, I would clone Biggie, bro.
Wow,
my nigga, that's a fact.
That's my favorite rapper, nigga.
Nigga's that kid. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Nigga, that damn nigga.
Nigga's that kid, son. I ain't gonna lie. And he was dumb young. Like, dudes didn't even realize, like, these dudes was 23-year-old men. Like,
that's a great question.
Yeah,
like, and they
23-year-old men,
young
men,
yeah. And they was running the world, like, in essentially, like.
But we talk about rap, right? The reason why I love Biggie, his flow. Was so smooth. Like there's even
versatility.
Nas, don't get mad at me. There's certain lines that Nas will be choppy on certain lines. I'd be like, yo, he should have went nigga news with that and cut that syllable down or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He'll give you that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a poet.
Yeah, the kid is
because he's a poet. You know what I'm saying? So they don't go by those same rules. But Biggie, everything was smooth. Yeah, whether he did the Bone Thug shit, whether he was coming with his heart. The only nigga, y'all niggas can be mad at me, the only nigga that I liked they hard thug shit every single record was Big.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
It'll be other niggas that his shit is like you really could see the vision and the rhyme was smooth and sonically pleasing to the ear, nigga.
I think
sonically,
sonically
he was ahead of his time.
Sonically,
even the videos. Think about it. Hypnotize when that came out with the mermaids and then him and Puff in the
car driving backwards,
and then
the car's driving itself.
But then Big had the stick. And he's pushing him the gas pedal. People I'm like, at that point, every nigga at that time said, I'm not getting a job. It's this or NBA. Am I right or wrong?
That was I'm not doing. When I saw that video, I ain't doing nothing else. I don't want.
Where was you at? You was
when I seen that, I was locked up. Wait, what year did
97
drop? Yeah, I was.
Early 97.
Yeah, I was locked. I had just came home. I came home in
maybe late 96.
I came home in 97 in January.
Yeah.
And Big passed away the next year in 98. Right?
No, 97.
97.
He died 6 months from Pop.
Yeah, 90.
Right,
Pop died in September 97.
Yeah, Biggie died in 97.
I came the next year to Bad Boy.
Yeah.
The year I came home. And I was out there and I seen it. You know what I mean? I seen the video and I was like, damn, these kids is the same way. Like I was like, this is it for me.
I just was like, dog. I was in college like, oh hell nah.
Yeah.
Oh hell nah. I'm throwing these parts. Like that's what I'm doing. I could do I'm doing that shit.
It's just moments like that. When Money Cash Hoes came out for me, I was like, oh nah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, nah. And then this how we do with Game and 50.
Now I'm gonna tell you one of the monumental records for me was when Hard Knock Life dropped. I was like, I ain't never heard nothing like that. When I heard the kids singing. I was like, what the fuck is that? And then Wade Hove jumped on that. That for me was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
It was certain. It's certain artists, certain records like X record for me.
DMX.
Yo,
Jesus.
X record for me was like I really like, and this is off brand, but I really like Pull It with him and Cam.
Oh, the thing.
I love Pull It.
Yeah,
Pull It was Pull It was my that was my
shit. That was the first time I heard Cam on a major joint
like that.
I was like, yo, this. I was like, Cam. I was like, he did his thing on that. I was like, he out of here.
Yeah.
You know, at that point, I was like, he out of here. You know,
I think Cam don't get all his just due because Cam was one of my favorite. Cam is one of my favorite rappers. I just don't mention him because like everybody be talking about like top 5 niggas. You know what I'm saying? But it's so many niggas that then brought so many different things to the game. But Cam
count them out.
Cam just understood how to make a record after a while. So he just was like, I'm not even giving y'all niggas lyrics because y'all niggas, I don't think, I don't know this for a fact.
Yeah.
I don't think y'all niggas really appreciate it.
Right.
Like I'm going to get spins on what means the world to you.
Right,
yeah.
So I'm gonna just give you. I just learned the game on y'all niggas.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna just give y'all niggas what y'all niggas want.
This is my last question.
Yeah, exactly.
Who? You know, this is a standard question, but it's circulating differently. Who's your Mount Rushmore of Harlem?
I mean, you know, I would definitely say Big Al.
Okay. Of course.
You know, of course.
It's tough, man.
Yeah, it is tough, man. Harlem, believe it or not, like it's just a handful of dudes, man. It ain't really.
You
really?
Know what I'm saying? It seems like it's a lot of y'all. You got Dougie Fresh.
I mean, yeah, you got Doug.
Are we talking about rappers or just people then?
No, I mean.
Oh, you just say people like.
We could. Whether it's rappers,
talking about.
I thought you were talking about rappers.
Yeah, because it's so many that does Dame Dash.
He's saying it's not a lot. No, Dame
but does Dame Dash supersede rappers? He's from Harlem.
Right.
He would be on the Mount Rushmore.
That's what I'm saying.
He wouldn't be on the rappers though. But if you think of Uptown, to me. Although they say Puff is from Mount Vernon, whatever. I think Puff. I think about Dame.
I think about Cam.
I think about Mace. I think about Dipset.
Jimmy.
I think about the whole and Cam being the leader of that. But I think of Dipset. Yeah. I think it definitely Black Rob because you can't count out when you saying Black Rob and G Dep because even if it's those 3 records like you said brought in. The dance, nigga, that's still living to this day right now.
24 years later.
You can say whatever you wanted to say about Puff Daddy and what he did with all this other stuff, but musically, he's out of here with
forever.
He's out of here with it. And Black Rob is the consummate uptown nigga that everybody still like. That's why I opened the question, like, why do people love Rob so much?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's other uptown niggas that you could even think about.
So you figured out your 4? Vado, yeah.
Vado, hell yeah.
It's more niggas.
Yeah, it's just a lot of
Def like, man, fuck that question. I don't blame you because I'm thinking about it.
I mean, that question is like...
It's tough.
You know, you could go back. You got Dapper Dan.
Dan, definitely on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, he would definitely be on the Mount Rushmore, man. I would say Pac. Pac is from...
Yeah, 110th, right?
Low.
110th.
Yeah, Pac grew up...
Morningside?
What I heard.
110th of Morningside.
Mm-hmm.
And then he moved to Baltimore, and then he went to 110th and 7. Okay, I know. I was close, but they said Uptown. Then he went to Baltimore.
Right.
Then he went to California.
Wasn't I mean, then you got like a lot of the, the real prominent people like wasn't James Baldwin from Harlem?
Was he?
Mm.
He might have been.
Yeah, I think he was.
Adam Clayton Powell.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Although Malcolm X wasn't born there, when you think of Malcolm X, you think about Harlem.
That's a whole.
He's a Harlem nigga, no matter where he was from when he was dyeing his hair and all that other wild shit. That's an uptown nigga.
Harlem dude.
He's an uptown nigga.
Yeah,
he was. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of fashion.
Yeah.
If you even talk about fashion, it's like you out, you gone with it.
Yeah, it's too much fashion wise.
Right, we probably people that we don't even remember.
You gone with it. You know
ASAP Rocky, if you want to throw for this generation. This generation, Ferg, yeah.
Hell yeah, they be putting it on, man. Yeah,
niggas got movement. Niggas got some rappers up there.
Nah, so it's just.
What would you like to see, Dap? in your career, what you want to go down for yourself now that you home?
I mean, I just, I would love success in what I do and just making out accomplishing what I set out to do, I set out to, try to, I want my brand to be immaculate, you know what I mean? So that's just my that's what I'm looking for. I want the catalog to be, immaculate. If we put out any movies,
of course,
any books, anything that we do, I just want it to be immaculate.
I'm down. Well, BagFuel, thanks to G-Dep having a candid conversation with us is all real. BagFuel Brigade, $5. You would have seen this already. You would have got the G-Dep joint already. Go cop my cookbook at bagfuel.com and hit me up for the consultations. DM me for all the consultation needs that you need. Send me the deposit. We set the date. We get it on. And you good. And we up out of here. BagFuel. What else you guys say, Hynaken? Is there anything else?
And also we do Esso, myself and Space Ghost, we do consultations if you want to get your podcast rocking.
Yeah, we do podcast consultations. I do them for music, entertainment, and life. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on real quick before you
what's
sign
up,
off, I forgot.
Okay, talk about it,
I forgot to talk about the Lessons Never Losses
Talk about
EP that we about to drop.
Okay,
go for it.
That's dropping in about. If you check it, by the time you see this, you should look at you check out the gram, all of the media, the media outlets, the social media is at G-Dep Official.
Okay.
Instagram or YouTube is all G-Dep Official, TikTok, all of that. Yeah. You'll see the countdown. Okay. You know what I mean? We got the countdown to the album. So we got about 30 days left by the time you see this. So, that should be up, Lessons Never Losses.
This will be out before 30 days, though.
Yeah. I mean,
We
word.
drop it fast, bro.
Okay. The longest we'll make a person wait is 10 days.
Yeah, clips will probably be out next week on Instagram, and then
that's long for us. 10 days. Yeah, that's long.
All right, so we lit, man.
Yeah, we ain't slacking. You gonna have the right promotion for your shit. Niggas gonna see your shit, and you gonna be right online, my brother.
Thank you, my brother.
Yo, one last thing.
What's that?
If you have 8 bars right now oh no, we can't even do it. I forgot.
Yeah,
Ghost not here. Damn.
Yeah, it'd be too much.
All right, well, next time we gonna get an 8-bar clip. It's 8 bars with no beat. We put it on our platform. We collaborate with you, blah, blah, blah.
Just only 8 bars.
It's the best, easiest, quickest promotion that you'll ever see in your entire life.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah. I mean, maybe I could send something in or we figure it out.
Yeah, we got a little process where we stand behind you and our cameraman films it. Then he puts the undercurrent, beat under it. It's fire though.
Well,
I'll send it to Coin. He'll show it to you.
Ooh, we out.
We out of here.
Peace.